I've lost any sort of excitement about what we can accomplish for graduate and professional students here at UNM. I am tired, not just because of the meeting, but I'm tired of the reckless spending. I'm going to agree with Joseph about this. The university is recklessly spending student tuition dollars. Students in New Mexico graduate with more student debt than any students anywhere else in the nation. And that's a shame. We need a GPSA president who's going to go after the big bucks. Not the $300,000 GPSA budget, but rather the $700 million odd amount of liquid assets that this university holds. There are plenty of assets that this university could tap in order to cover the pending tuition increase, and they're not doing it, and I'm tired of it. What I want to do is create a GPSA that is open, that is inclusive, and that is accountable. I think one of the things that we have seen, is that 1 minute left?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things that we have seen in the GPSA is a rift between law school and the GPSA. I don't believe that rift needs to happen. I think that through constant communication and dialogue, we can come to realize that what happens on main campus and at the law school affects everybody, whether or not we individually cross Lomas Boulevard. So I hope that you will stay with us for the entire 2 hours. I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to drink some water and have a power bar. And I am really appreciative of your time here today. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Next person on this, Patricia.
Katie is absolutely right. We have spent all day long. We spent all day long Saturday at the GPSA Council from 9 to 5. We spent today all day long. But this is what it takes. It takes long hours, hard work, and it takes knowing what to do and how to do it. It takes experience. It takes more than just working one semester or 1 year on committees, one session of the legislature. I've been a legislative assistant. I've been a constituent assistant. I've written the legislation. I've written the policy. I've come together and brought 33 community diverse organizations and coalitions. I come from a family that's been entrenched in New Mexico politics. My family has produced 2 governors, state governors. I come from a family with a tribal governor, tribal chief. So I'm deeply entrenched in this state. I know what it takes to be able to bring people together in coalitions and in collaboratives to write the legislation, to institute the processes that we need to address exactly what it is that we had to go through Saturday and today on, and that is access, equity, and inclusion, and opportunities. And it is absolutely correct that there are multiple ways in which to be able to leverage and maximize our resources. The administration, the Board of Regents are not looking for those ways. They are taking the easy way out. They are putting the burden of tuition increases on the backs of students, and they are contributing to the divide that exists right now between North Campus, South Campus, Main Campus. We are one campus, we are one student body, we have the same issues, we pay the same bills, and we need to focus on that unity. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. And last will be Jacob.
Well, thank you all for joining us. This really is sort of a blockbuster crowd for how these debates have been going. My name is Jacob Candelaria, and I'm a first-year MPA student here at the University of New Mexico. And while I'm new to this university, I'm not new to the challenges that continue to face us as a collective graduate student community. A year ago, I worked on the legislative audit of the University of New Mexico. And in that project, we highlighted areas of concern that are the same topics we've been discussing throughout this entire debate. Tuition and the cost of attendance, and the availability and stability of research funding for undergraduates, graduate students, and professors. Now, my family hasn't given any governors to New Mexico, but in that report, I was one of the first people to shed a light on the fact that graduate students at the University of New Mexico graduate with more debt than anywhere else in the United States. And this simply is a problem that we need to begin addressing. Now, what I've been talking about throughout this entire campaign is that questions regarding tuition increases and research funding aren't issues that can be solved by this university alone. They are state-level problems, and they exist because our state has not articulated a comprehensive tuition policy, nor have we addressed the fact that we need to treat our 4-year research institutions differently than we do our 2-year institutions or our comprehensive universities. I've had the experience at the state level to begin engaging people in these kind of discussions to ensure that we as a collective group start taking the lead on many of these challenges. Because if we don't start engaging people beyond our university walls, we'll never come up with a solution to these problems. Thank you for your time, and I thank you for being here today, and I look forward to talking with you all about my plans for this organization over the next 2 hours. Thank you.
Can I go ahead and pause for a moment? Unfortunately, we traded off the camera responsibilities, and I forgot to inform them that you actually have to turn on the microphone. I was able to get Katie's, but can I go ahead and give Joe another 3 minutes to go ahead and make at least a statement to the people that are watching this through video?
I mean, I'm okay if that's...
If you're fine with that.
Yeah.
I just want to, first of all, apologize and let you know that yours is not actually recorded on.
There's 3 others that they can listen to if they really want. I'm not going to make everyone go through that again. Thank you, Matt, though. I appreciate it.
But you still get to answer the first question.
Excellent. Wonderful.